Well, hello the new and sayonara to all you Mexican viewers. It's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as ever from Studio B, here in the Giggle mill in Haslingden, Lancashire, in the UK. My resident studio engineer, Adolf Apfelstrudel, that very sweet guy from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria, has banned once again my world-famous rendition of Nessun Dorma. Curses. My little saga tonight concerns a very important medical interview. Two inmates in a lunatic asylum in California were queuing up to be interviewed by the chief psychiatrist, who would determine whether they were ready to go home. Jack and Fred sat in the corridor outside the doctor's office. The doctor called Fred first. "Now, Fred," said the doctor, "just a couple of quick questions for you. Just give me the first answer that comes to mind in both cases. Understand?" Fred nodded. "Right, number one. What would you be if I poked out your left eye?" Fred immediately responded with, "I'd be half blind." "Excellent," said the psychiatrist. "And finally, number two. What would you be if I poked both eyes out?" Fred immediately replied, "I would be totally blind." "Great stuff," said the psychiatrist. "I'm signing your discharge papers this minute, and then you can go home. On your way out, please ask Jack to come in now." Fred opened the door and whispered to Jack. "The answers to the two questions are half blind and totally blind. Now it's your turn, and he wants to see you now." Jack sat down in front of the psychiatrist, who spoke. "Right, Jack. Just two questions, and if you get both right, you're out of here. Understood?" Jack nodded. "Okay, Jack, here we go. Number one. What would you be if I cut off your left ear?" "Why, I'd be half blind," replied Jack. The psychiatrist frowned a little. "Okay then, let's try number two. What would you be if I cut off both your ears?" "Why, I'd be totally blind," said Jack. The doctor chewed the end of his pencil for a moment. "Can you explain to me in simple terms, how come you would be totally blind then?" "Why, certainly, doctor. My hat would fall down over my eyes." "Thank you, and good night, folks."